Aye, episode 14 of Armchair Gaffers brought to you by Drip Punch.
Drip Punch, the drip is real.
The drip, that's so nice. We had to do it twice, you get me? Now, I'm not going to lie. Regularly, we have sponsors for the show, and SB sorted out little link up with Drip Punch. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, everybody kind of agreed, yeah. So
let's get them back on.
Yeah. And so Drip Punch have ended up sponsoring the show a bit earlier than
scheduled, but it's nearly Christmas.
Yeah,
it's about the gifts and the giving, and yeah, we are forever thankful. So yeah, big up Drip Punch.
As you can see, man's is already half done.
Yeah, SB's the biggest fan at the minute, it seems, but then Jess also tried to sneak my bottle out of the studio. So
I don't have any. He said it, not me. It wasn't me.
Oh, that was. Oh, we're recording.
Hey, do you know what? As well, I'm starting to think.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting to think we might need to take SB away from controlling
endorsements and sponsorships.
Yeah, because only reason I say that is because I look at the size of the bag. I look at the size of the bag, and then I look at the amount of drinks inside the bag, and then I look at SB's drink looking rather empty, and I'm starting to think, I wonder if there were more drinks in the bag that we never saw. But
I think one of us probably has to reach out to Drip Punch and just find out like a little inventory checklist of how many they gave to SB and how many we received. Okay. Who's that on the phone? Scorch, also, what are you wearing today?
This is Fresh Ego Kid, the Gulag tracksuit. Big up Fresh Ego Kid as well. Big up Marvin, top guy. Yeah, man. It's just a brother nice. I've been working with for quite some time at Fresh Ego Kid, and he sent me over a new thing to rock on the podcast and to wear when I'm in the gulag.
In the gulag,
when I'm in the
Wait, sorry.
When I'm in the gulag. You know that? When I'm in the gulag.
That's what's going on. So yeah, big up Fresh Ego Kid on that one. Where do we start? Yeah, you have myself. We haven't even introduced ourselves. I'm Walks. Jess is back after the celebration. Got SB
and the broken foot.
Oh yeah, how did what was the final result with that? Because you were making it seem like you were going to be out for the rest of the season, but a miraculous recovery.
No broken bones.
We praise the Most High for that.
Ligament damage. So I am actually.
I thought it was metatarsal.
I thought it was the hand on the TV.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the
Yuri
hand on
Geller.
Get you to heal better and all that.
But I'm okay now.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back. And then, we still got Scorch over there rocking the new Fresh Ego drop. The Gaffer of the Week for last week goes to Baz David. We mentioned players who could play in an imaginary in-between league. And he said Earnshaw, Beckford and Kenny Miller would slap goals in the Champ and Scotland, but went missing in the Prem. Then there is Josie Altidore.
Josie.
A couple players that I forgot. Kenny Miller.
Kenny Miller. Bagsman.
Yeah, big up Baz David. Yeah, you're our Gaffer of the week. So our weekend reaction this week is more of a week reaction, if you will. We've chosen to look at a handful of teams and their results over the last week. We are starting with Liverpool. Bobby Firmino and Mo Salah both scored twice as Liverpool hit 7 past Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park to go 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Firmino, Salah, Minamino, Mane and Jordan Henderson were all on the score sheet for Liverpool. Looking back through, previous results and whatnot, Palace have managed some famous results against Liverpool in the past. They were the last team visiting Anfield to win back in April 2017.
Istanbul.
Massive game as well. But they've now lost their past 8 matches against the Reds. Liverpool, I guess this injury crisis that people have spoken on, which Mourinho doesn't believe to be a thing, as he said last week. He said there was no injury crisis at Liverpool. Do you believe that to be true?
I mean, obviously not. Looking at the results, mate. Ever heard of a team going through an injury crisis and scoring? How many goals was it?
So in their last 2 games, they have an aggregate score of 9-1.
No crisis.
And they've played against Crystal Palace, who recently got a good result against Spurs, and they played Spurs, who were at the time Liverpool's title rivals, it seemed. So yeah, an aggregate score of 9-1 is something to, I guess, celebrate. We saw Mane score for the first time in what I believe 9 games.
Yeah, but he looks
Do you
like
think he's back or?
I never doubted Mane, to be honest. He's been too like he's just in a little down period. Like he showed me too much coldness for me to forget. I think where did I first? Don't tell me. I think I first did see Mane in Salzburg. Was it Salzburg?
Yep.
He used to pop up in the Champions League. Funnily enough, I don't know why Salzburg and Basel.
Oh yeah,
But
Frey used to be.
Them man used
the
to
Frey,
catch my eye always.
United seem to play them every single
Salah.
year.
Salah would turn up. That's why I recognise and I think, is it Basel that they play the same formation as Barcelona? Like their whole everything is based on Barcelona. I think it's them. They play 4-3-3. Their kit is Barcelona kit.
It's the red and the
all
blue.
the same, yeah. But I think Mane, like, I just think, yeah. But he seems a bit over all of this. Oh, I'm the guy doing all the work
The
on the
secondary
side.
guy.
He's like, so wait, when I was better than Coutinho, he got his £145 million move. When
Yes.
I was better than Salah and doing the more work than Salah and creating for Salah, and Firmino is not as good as everybody thinks. He just plays with me and Salah, yeah. He just kept it moving. But I feel like he's like, so wait, and you lot think I'm gonna do? He was like, raw, and everybody's like, oh, raw, this Firmino guy's cold.
Which
Like,
he is.
No, he's just all right. He's cold at football. He's not a cold striker. I'm
good.
sorry. Firmino is not a cold striker.
He's showing signs that he's finding his previous form. The striker
He scored the
argument
other
is,
day.
is definitely.
He scored 2 goals.
It
Is this what
still
you're not talking
continues.
to me about?
It's not. It's not. The
Wait, hold on one
goals.
second now. You're not talking to me
It
because
still
Firmino scored
goes
2
on.
goals.
It's the quality of goal.
He scored 2 goals.
I'm saying he's finding the form which got him all of the plaudits. I am not going out on a limb at the minute and saying that he's a very good striker.
Scorch,
I
you
won't be
name
saying
me a
that.
better deep line transsexual false 9. Yeah?
He's like a Benzema. Like he's for the team.
He's a cold footballer. He's a cold footballer. He's not a sick striker. That's what he's not. But anyway, my point is right now, Mane is looking at the script, and the script is saying what we're gonna do is gas up who? Jota. I rate Jota. I rate Jota highly.
Yeah.
But the script
Still
is
out for a little
saying
bit,
Jota's the new one. And he's saying, raw. So Olan, what? No PFA player with it.
When is he gonna get his shine? You're thinking.
So you man are gonna tire out my thing, use me, and then just discard me when I. No man.
So for you lot, who is Liverpool's best forward?
Mane for me.
The Egyptian king.
Okay.
I would say Sadio Mane for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He looked absolutely fuming that he was dragged off yesterday.
He got dragged at like 50 minutes.
And I guess the commentators speculated that it's because he was probably promised X amount of minutes and they brought him off a bit earlier. But I know Liverpool use loads of data and players fall into the red zone. We saw it probably about 2-3 weeks ago with Salah. And he had the same kind of reaction.
Childish.
And I guess, Mane hasn't been scoring as much.
Yeah, and
Grow
so what
up.
was the score when he come off?
4-0.
It was
Grow
silly.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you're not
tired
having
of
it,
these
SB?
professionals coming off at 4-5-0.
Saying no
During-
more.
Especially during the Christmas period where you probably got a game tomorrow. Like, bro,
Double header on
bro,
the Sunday.
you've got your 4-0, get your minutes off. You're gonna.
You got your goal as well.
You got your goal, bro. It's
to
by the
be fair,
team.
that he didn't get a goal, because he didn't get a goal. No, because he got a goal.
Yes.
I was baffed. I was a little bit.
You want a hat trick, bro? Come
He
on,
did
man.
the whole.
There was a hat trick there though.
It was, but it's
And shall I tell you who nearly got it? Salah coming off the bench.
Salah knew. Salah said,
Oh, yeah, he
Mad
scored.
time.
He scored a worldie, and didn't celebrate.
I noticed
He's
that
big
as well.
time.
And
Yeah.
do you know what that tells me?
he's big time.
That tells me he probably does it 8 times a day in training. Like he
Yeah.
expects that.
It-
Like, he was probably a bit upset that he didn't hit the crossbar.
It was. Oh yeah, he probably upset with him.
Yeah.
Like disappointed with himself. He was just like non-plussed. He's just like, I've just put it top bins, and it's just whatever kind of thing. I was totally shocked at how he responded to him curling it
Big
past
time.
Guata.
Big time.
Hey, do you know who else we got to discuss? Bloody hell, Jordan Henderson's wrapped one in though the other day.
Yeah.
Without without putting his foot through it, there's a lot of technique that's gone into that.
Bro, he has wrapped that one in. And then do you know what was so cold? This is why I said your thing's different.
He's starting to grow a bit.
He's wrapped it in with mad qual, and he was turning up at that point in the game. I don't know why the game was won. Yeah. So he's wrapped it in, yeah, and then you know what he's done? He started doing a pointing at Trent like, oh
'Cause
my
he's a
God, the pass was
leader.
mad. You know,
That's right.
Trent, yeah, has done a 4-yard trickling set.
And it was off a baggy touch. The first touch was a bit baggy. It's ended up on his left foot.
and he's bobbled it into my man, and he's
Henderson.
and then Hendo's gone. I'm giving you the praise.
It's leadership of a different level.
Is it just me, or has Hendo gotten better and better and better?
At crossing.
No, in general, ever since Fergie's book come out. Do you remember that back in the day?
Oh,
when
where
Fergie
he
was,
wanted to Fergie loved him.
Nah, Fergie was
Said
saying
he ran like a donkey.
He ran
didn't
like
he?
a
No,
donkey.
that's why they didn't
Is
sign him.
it?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
what was it? His gait, like
gait,
yeah,
yeah.
was off.
Fergie basically.
And they said, yeah, your career won't last that long or something like
Exact. Fergie got onto Hendo. This was after the move to Liverpool as well, the big money move. And then since then, Hendo's put his head down and just.
For me, I always kind of thought, and big up Fitzhall, because I said this. I said, like, I've been saying Jordan Henderson's a future England captain,
Yeah.
Liverpool captain. I'm saying this from time ago. But for me, it was always a case of, I think we'll see the real Jordan Henderson. Not that I thought Jordan Henderson was going to become this.
This guy, yeah.
But I thought we're going to see the real Jordan Henderson once Gerrard's out of there.
Yeah.
And
He needed Gerrard
That
gone.
has happened. This is a debate I have had, and it's something that we can come back to in time. But just quickly, would Steven Gerrard swap his career for Jordan Henderson's career? In a word, yes or no, Jess?
Istanbul 2005.
Okay.
I'm going with Jess.
Scorch, you took a deep inhale of breath.
Do you know why? I have to think about it.
And we won't hold you to your answers on this one.
I
It's
will.
just
Do you know, like, on an individual thing, obviously Gerrard would like to remain as Gerrard, innit? I
Yeah.
believe that. But when you, like, take a step back, like, for me, I don't think Jordan Henderson's done winning yet.
no, there seems more. And he seems like he's in a place where now he knows his limitations. He's a big character, important like player in that team. And it seems like he's just playing up to that role, and you're going to continue to reap the rewards. So my thought is he could possibly want to swap it.
Oh.
Because you got to think, if Jordan wins another 2 Premier Leagues or 3 Premier Leagues, would you still think that he's a bigger legend than Gerrard is at Liverpool?
No, it's just would he swap career?
All right. Then.
You said something a minute ago that, or was it you, about when Gerrard stepped out of England? Or
Just in general, just when he...
When he got out of the way for Hendo.
do you know who Hendo reminds me of from England? Yeah, Owen Hargreaves. And I think part of the problem for Hargreaves, different topic completely. Hargreaves was a quality player.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, cold. But he didn't really shine. And I think it's the same thing. There were players in the team holding him back. And I don't think Hendo's got that problem right now. There's no one standing in his way. That's why he can shine the way he
He's
does.
flourishing. He's flourishing.
But their balance is good, though.
Yeah, but could just imagine what would happen if Hendo was 10 years older and he had to fit in the squad with Lampard?
I know
Gerrard?
the myth, doesn't
Oh,
it?
myth. He's come for a good time.
But what I would say is, he's playing with the boss.
Gigi.
Someone who
No,
no,
GG is not
a
the
bigger
boss.
A bigger boss who,
The boss.
because of his haircut, a nondescript haircut.
Oh,
plain-
Fab.
Yeah, he just doesn't get the plaudits that he deserves.
No,
But
that's not-
someone
Loso.
Zaha tried to run at him yesterday.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
He
Brushed
delayed him.
What?
Just took the ball off.
And took it
Yeah.
This is Zaha, who everyone's going
just took
crazy
it off
for.
him.
He just took it like
One-on-one.
candy from a baby.
one-on-one as well.
And he wasn't fair. You can see sometimes when a defender is worried, jittery,
Jittery.
looking for cover, which Van Dijk used to do sometimes. Fabinho just said, all right, it's just me and you.
Yeah.
And just took the ball and carried on.
Bro,
He's a
Fabinho
fucking baller.
is a boss.
Very, very, very underrated, I think, in that Liverpool team and in the wider football.
Bro,
footballing
I'll be
arena.
honest. I look in the Prem, yeah, I can't see a bigger boss. In terms of boss in a game.
Authority.
Not like you're just doing your job. Like, he does, like, I feel like when I watch Fabinho, yeah, I feel like I'm watching someone that is doing what they want to do. Like, it's not often that you watch footballers, yeah, and you really feel that they're just doing what they want to do. Like, when I see Fabinho on the ball, like, you're not taking this off of him if he hasn't made up his mind to risk it.
Yeah, there was a little bit in the Spurs game where I think he juggled it over Son and then juggled it over someone else. And he's playing centre-back, but he's in like a midfield position on the wing and just carried on and just neatly just gave it to someone with quality and just got back to his business.
And do you know what is the scariest part about it? It's like he's got no ego.
Nah,
He's got all the ability, like a great ethic, a good attitude. He's intelligent.
He's won it.
He's
won,
technical.
He's won stuff like.
He's a winner.
Yeah.
And the other bit they all forget is that where does he come from?
He can play.
Nationality?
He comes from Madrid.
Yeah, Real Madrid as a youngster. It's crazy.
I thought you came from Monaco.
No.
Prior to that, yeah.
Oh,
He come from.
Yeah,
Makes
it's
sense.
mad.
He's a shutter.
Yeah, and it's starting to show. A few stats. Jurgen Klopp, that's his 127th victory as Liverpool manager, overtaking Rafa Benitez as the Reds boss with the most wins in Premier League history. All 7 of Liverpool's goals were assisted by different players. It's the first time in Prem history. So Liverpool sit top of the table, 31 points after 14 games, and host West Brom at Anfield the day after Boxing Day. Palace are 13th on 18 points. Can we see anyone dethroning Liverpool just yet?
I noticed that Chelsea are quite far down the table. They had a little run recently. I thought, yeah. But now they lost 2 on the bounce. I'm not sure. I mean,
They're just moved. They're saying Tottenham and Chelsea are in beef.
the problem I've got with Liverpool right now is because they had this supposed crisis. What crisis?
What do we do now? The crisis is over.
People are starting to come back as well.
Chamberlain's back. Naby Keita's warming up.
Thiago hasn't played
Thiago's
for
coming back.
Liverpool yet.
Yeah. Like, it's
He hasn't
nice.
even got in. He's not in. He's going
They
to
won
be
the-
second half of the season.
they won the league, man.
Jota's in.
It's done, man.
It's looking ominous.
I saw Keita and Chamberlain the other day at like 6-0. I was like, fuck, I forgot they even got these players as
A little
well.
bit of quality, man.
Do you know when I realised we're all doomed? Minamino scored.
Minamino bagged after taking an extra touch, which he shouldn't have, and it still fell in his favour, and he dispatched it nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what though? For all that stuff I was saying about Firmino, yeah, that dinky finish.
No, forget that one. The first one. You guys don't know soccer ball. That first one was pure soccer ball. The touch.
Which
His first goal.
what was the
Bobby
first
Firmino's. Through
Did he
balls-
not dink it over the goal?
That was the second one. On his
Second one, he put it on his left foot. Yeah.
And he put his left foot and dinked it.
was the
Forget
first
it. And
one?
if you guys don't understand soccer ball, we'll move on.
Okay, moving on to Everton. Everton yesterday ensured Carlo Ancelotti celebrated his first anniversary with a win over Arsenal, increasing Arteta's woes, and it temporarily moved Everton into second place. Ancelotti's side have now beaten Chelsea, Leicester, and Arsenal in the space of 7 days. Imagine like Everton doing that like five years ago. It would be massive.
What?
And there were some anxious moments, but I'd say it was a deserved win. Rob Holding scored an own goal. It was a deflected header from DCL. Oh
Hey,
yeah,
why
Rob
are
Holding was captain.
Arsenal's captains just bagging on goals?
It's crazy right now.
Part of the culture.
Arsenal levelled through a Nicolas Pepe penalty 10 minutes before the break.
Hey, can I say? No one's gonna say this week, yeah.
Go on then.
I rated the way Pepe stepped up and took that pen.
Massive.
Big stuff.
Big. Says a lot about the man. He hasn't played in the Prem after his
Red card.
played for a little while. Back in the team now and whatnot. And it is a team which some people will say is lacking leaders, but it's not leadership in the sense of shouting and big tackles. But that's a moment where people might say, "No, I don't fancy it."
The thing that makes
Stepped
me
up,
laugh.
took it.
The thing that makes me laugh in Arsenal, you always hear that they're lacking a creative player, like a number 10.
Edu came out and said it this week.
Like a
He's bright.
Imagine
a
see how German players kind of like
Yeah.
like a number 10
Where are you going with this?
Germans. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like Arsenal needs to go to probably like Germany and find a number 10 to really feel
Like a Havertz.
they must
like a Havertz, but younger. I mean older, sorry.
older, a bit more experience.
Bit more experience. Probably won a World Cup and La Liga.
Someone whose
Under
main
contract.
strength is providing assists and stuff like
You
that.
got to think about it. There's got to be somewhere out there a fucking German number 10 knocking about,
Left-footed.
not probably getting any game time somewhere.
Available.
Available.
World Cup winner.
Yeah.
Probably won the war.
Let us know, armchair gaffers at home, if you can think of a player. On the stroke of half time, Yerry Mina scored the winner, heading in at the near post. It was reminiscent of Aubameyang's header the week before. Everton have now had an outstanding week with 3 wins after a little sticky spell. Hesse.
Yerry Mina's last 4 goals.
Yes, I've got that here as one of my stats.
Same
Tell him,
one.
tell him.
Well, you tell him because I might get it wrong. Apparently, his last 4 goals have all come on the 45th minute.
Bonkers.
What judge?
What?
All of his last 4 goals have been scored in the 45th minute.
They must pile up the box before half time. Mad.
No, but that's not enough though. How do you guarantee you're going to win the corner?
Yeah, at 45th minute.
The only reason why I say that though is imagine that you've been doing the same thing for 44 minutes. And then at the 45th, new plan, and Yerry Mina is the guy to attack things.
4 times. It equals Chris Eagle's record of 4 goals scored in the 90th minute.
Oh, sorry, before we come away from this, I have to ask. Are Arsenal in a relegation scrap?
Yes.
I'm going to agree with SB because if any team is in that place in the table, they're on a relegation scrap. The only reason why you might say Arsenal aren't is because you know they're going through a bad patch, and they do have the quality. You would
They
think
don't have the quality. This is the problem.
This is why I said you would think.
No,
they
but
have the quality.
at what point do you... Because teams are... Everyone else just below them is in a relegation scrap, but no one wants to say Arsenal are.
No.
but
Shearer said it.
But we're not really seeing anything which
The
separates
authority.
them.
Yeah.
The authority.
Shearer said it.
Yeah, he got relegated with Newcastle, didn't he?
So he
knows,
knows.
he understands.
about.
He understands.
Yeah.
how to do
Dire
this.
straits. On Everton, last week we were tongue in cheek whilst referring to Everton's transfer business. I just want to go on record and confirm that I am a Doucouré fan, and yesterday showed why.
Wait. Why was Doucouré moving like that in the first half?
He was on
Bullying,
all
man.
of the Coca-Cola.
Blood. He was in. He won the ball,
Feet.
done some feet, meg someone, and
Yeah.
then started going down
Yeah,
the line.
down the line.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"What's happening?"
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what it
At
is.
mad
All that
pace.
for 20 mil.
About 3 years ago, he was linked with Arsenal, and I think there was advanced talks. I think he had a point to prove.
Oh, it was
Seriously.
kind of a flex in front of your
Oh,
ex type of thing.
On Arsenal,
he was flexing on Arsenal because
I see it.
This is what you could have had.
This is what you could have had. And
I see it.
No,
Yeah.
I respect it, man.
Now you have Ceballos.
I guess Arsenal losing yesterday was somewhat of a surprise to me because it just continues and continues. But for me, the biggest surprise of the day was once that game had finished, looked at the table and Everton was second.
Yeah, very sneaky.
That was weird.
Very sneaky.
What does that tell you? Because have they been doing good, or has everyone else been quite meaty?
Consistency.
I think,
They got 3 back-to-back wins now.
That's what happens. Consistency.
but I think what's mad is as well. I looked at that Everton team and I was like, you're not tricking me.
Guilty.
This is the old
Not
Everton.
again. Not again. They
Cenk-
tricked us.
Cenk
they
Tosun come off
tricked
the
us at
bench
start.
again.
Remember they tricked us at the start.
Listen, you're not tricking me. I can see what's happening here. Good spin on some old shit. That's what's going on. But do you know what I would say though? Them 4 centre backs though.
Yes.
That is a big
That needs to be
beast.
spoken on. Holgate, Yerry Mina, Michael Keane, who is, I guess, the mainstay of that back 5 with Pickford, and then Ben Godfrey playing left back.
Godfrey.
And they
is a
kept
mess.
banging home the point that he left Middlesbrough because he didn't want to play left back as a youngster. And now he is getting a good run of games at left back.
Now, why are man going on like they don't understand why he's accepting playing at left back? You're fucking playing for the second
Don-
team in the Premier League.
And
Racks.
Don Carlo.
Yes,
And
and Don
racks.
Carlo. This is very
need to
different to playing for Tony Pulis at Middlesbrough or Aita Karanka.
It's a different proposition altogether.
Can we chill out? Like,
On with Arsenal fans right now as well. Usually, you'd be like, okay, cool, terrible league campaign. Let's try and do something in Europa League. And then you look at who's dropped down to Europa League, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute.
It gets a little bit tough there.
even just who's in the Europa League,
Full stop.
Yeah.
it's techie.
Yeah, group stage. Shout out to Mike. Yeah, we were speaking yesterday, and he group stage in Europa League is child's play. Innit?
Championship League
Yeah.
One.
It's child's play. Carlo Ancelotti said yesterday, we have fantastic players on set pieces and we score lots of goals. We work on this because we are very dangerous. We are pleased. The position in the table is really good. I just love a bit of Carlo, you know.
What a guy.
Even when they're suffering, I still just think that there's just so much quality there, and he's gonna get him out of it. I don't know where they peak, but with him there, I think European football should be secure.
European football,
Europa.
as in, wait.
I'm not going champ.
Are you trying to suggest that?
Sorry, I'm not going Champions
He
League.
said European.
Okay.
Wait, you guys are forgetting UEFA, Europa, Conference League.
Oh no, we don't consider that
Northern.
Conference League.
Dan, next game.
stuff, not-
Next game,
Yeah.
Dan.
Northern
Dan.
Hemisphere.
Yeah. We don't
The-
speak about this.
I think it's called the UEFA, Europa, Evo Sticks, Ishman.
Ishmishin.
It's horrible.
I'm
Arsenal
itching to do my trivia, by the way.
at the minute. Oh, you got something for us. Are 7 league games without a win. Is there a threat to Arteta's position?
No,
There should be.
There should be, but it doesn't look like
no,
it.
there's
man.
not. Why are we pretending? I've been saying this ever since. I'll tell you when I've been saying this. I'll tell you exactly when. Yeah, as a Tottenham fan, I remember the other day we was in 14th, and I Pochettino's my guy.
Yeah.
Love the guy. 14th is too far. It's like, because you've been
Starting
going
to
this
get
way,
real.
we've been going this way.
Without.
Then we hit 14th, and you're like, you know what?
It's getting peak.
I check for you, but
It's not working right now, and we might have to.
you know, and Arsenal. So obviously, when I saw Arsenal hit 14th, it's time now, isn't it? But then Arsenal said, you know what? It's not time. We're going to 15th,
And just push it a bit further.
and nothing's changing.
Christmas.
I was having a big argument with Poet last week. I was having a big argument with Poet, and I was like, Arteta's not under no pressure, bro. He's like, what do you mean? He's under the most pressure. Like, he's probably the next manager to be sacked. And I was like, I'll be honest with you, I'm not feeling like he's under pressure.
No.
I feel like it's like a get through this season and
Build.
the project, all of that.
Do we think it's because of lack of expectation or?
No, I think after the FA Cup, Arsenal fans fancied themselves. If you go back to
Yes,
if you go
the
back
start of the season.
yeah,
Energy.
and even forget everyone else amongst ourselves. And
Someone bought
look at all of our predictions for top 4. Arsenal were there and thereabouts.
Yeah.
So I think everyone expected this. So the fact that there's this perceived lack of pressure on Arteta, it's a bit astonishing considering what was expected and where they are now.
But I think it hit home real quick.
Yeah.
Like that.
Another thing I want to say though is Hasenhuttl available? Because that is the man for Arsenal.
Hasenhuttl doesn't leave Southampton to go to the current Arsenal
Listen.
mire.
I don't know about
Listen,
that.
Not
yeah.
you still think it's a proposition?
I'm not
I
saying
think
sack
so.
him. I'm not saying sack Arteta, but
Not mid-season.
if Arteta was to not
Step
be
aside,
there,
step down, or
Just not be there.
just not be there.
just doesn't turn up for work.
Disappeared.
For me, I would say Ralph.
It's bro.
They need him.
We've been like,
Let's not put this into the atmosphere too
'Cause
much
what
because
we say-
yeah, I'm chilling out of that.
Come
actually.
on, man. We want to
I like
Ralph.
Arteta. And I like Arteta, man.
You like, of course, you like Arteta. You're a United fan.
Brings me enjoyment on
That's a little
AFTV
bit.
as
That's a
well,
little
man.
bit
It's-
evil still. For me, my point on Arsenal is I don't think the young bucks are up to it at the minute. Eddie Willock.
Whoa.
Eddie,
So I
a
saw
championship
this,
striker.
I saw this Eddie guy. Yeah, apparently he's a football player, professional as well.
fuck's it.
All right.
I'm not part of that.
Yeah.
I don't-
I distance myself. A great under 21s record.
I used to work with a guy called Guna. Yeah.
Who does he support?
No guesses.
Okay,
no.
right, cool.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he was telling me this was like start of the year, like January times, telling Eddie Nketiah alone at Leeds. Let's get him back. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Was he
Nketiah.
on loan?
It got cut
under
short.
Bielsa?
Under
Yes,
Bielsa,
it got
okay.
cut short.
Yeah,
For Bamford,
okay.
for
And I'm
Bamford.
thinking, okay, cool. Why isn't this Eddie guy playing? Like, he's meant to be pretty good. Yeah. And then he's come to Arsenal. Bielsa's come to the Premier League. I'm seeing it, yeah. And I'm seeing Bielsa could see that you weren't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
For the league below.
For the league
for the
below.
league below. And yet you're now starting for Arsenal when Arsenal fans expect anything.
I don't know if
No, they think he's good though. Arsenal fans think that this Eddie and
I
Nketiah guy
saw
is the
the
answer.
game yesterday, yeah. He got the ball and just did something crazy. Yeah. He got the ball in the box, didn't even take a touch. He could have opened up onto his right foot, bottom corner. We've all done it.
Yeah,
We've all done
million
it.
times.
Yeah. We've all done it, yeah? It comes from your left. You open up in
Bit
the
of
box,
coaching
yeah?
from Jesse. What do you do? You're
On
supposed
your
to
back.
let
Open up your foot.
On
All
your
you
back
do,
foot.
all you do is open the foot up, yeah, and stroke it. Get it on target.
And
The
what did
guys
he do?
let it run across his body and whizzed
What?
it. Yeah. If he'd been a bit further out, they'd gone out for a
Throw in.
yeah. I'm thinking this.
Yeah,
I'll
it's not good right now.
You see, Nketiah, for me, I haven't really seen, maybe I haven't followed Eddie Nketiah and Willock's career. But I feel like, especially Nketiah, I feel like it's too much pressure, too early. Like, the boy's supposed to be developing.
He's got his own brand.
Is that his thing?
Yeah,
what
it's
he
cold.
does.
Oh, you got a thing?
No, because you call Eddie, yeah. When you're in
He's got
trouble,
this.
cool, yeah.
Also,
I put the phone down.
also,
phone
he
down.
is England's
Aggressively.
under 21 all-time top goal scorer.
I'm going to say this here, and some people might have a problem with this. Walks probably doesn't like what I'm about to say,
Because
but
see, when you line it up like that, I know something's coming.
bro, I don't give a fuck about, and I'm gonna swear, I don't give a fuck about what anybody does in kid football. I don't care about Brewster's goals in kid football. I don't care.
I don't care.
And this is how bad it is. Slyly as well. I don't even really care what you done in the champ if you're talking to me about Prem stuff. I'm saying I don't care. I'm not saying I'm not gonna take it into consideration. I'm just saying I don't care. If you're a little boy and you scored some goals against another little boy,
Against other schools.
like this, I don't care. I'm sorry, I don't care. When man was saying to me, "Raw Brewster, Black J, Brewster,
Generational star boy.
boy, he's won the World Cup."
There was no folding.
Bro, I'm like, I hear that, but
But
see, like Foden, I've been hearing all the great things about
Forever.
Foden.
Forever.
Didn't give a fuck. See, when I see him doing it in the Premier, I'm like, oh,
now.
this boy is messed. Because guess what? I've seen bare, like, I can tell. Do you want me to run the
No,
list?
no, we don't need to.
I can run the list. Solanke, I can run the list. Lewis Baker, I can run the list.
Stop.
I got more, you know.
I know.
They got players like Jordan Ibe going for 25 M's.
I've had enough of this.
Whoa, can we move
Under
on,
21s
please?
football, I am here for it, but
No, I like it. I'm just saying.
yeah, let us know.
Don't chat to
What
me
you think about
like
under
man are
Achieved
30.
or-
You're not 30.
Let us know what value you put on under 21 Championship, League One, League Two,
And I rate the champ and all
achievements.
those leagues, by the way.
For the record.
Quality.
Whoa, talking about champ and under 21s, young Harvey Elliott doing.
Tearing it up at Blackburn.
He's doing a lot of things.
Under the tutelage of Bradley Johnson.
By the
Of
way,
course.
big up Brad. Big
Our
up,
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
big up
Friend
Brad,
of the show.
friend of the show.
And what I like about Elliott is his haircut. I like his
You
haircut.
can't have that haircut
celebration?
and not turn up.
I didn't see it.
He's got a Michael Jackson celebration.
Oh, yeah?
In studs.
He scores got like that one.
Oh,
He's-
mess.
He's different.
Yeah.
Good lad.
Everton, sit fourth now and play Sheffield United on Boxing Day, which looks like another 3 points for them. Arsenal are 15th and play Chelsea at the Emirates on Boxing Day. So watch this space as that.
Hey, by the way, I've
could
been
just
doing
turn and get
predictions on our Instagram page.
Getting all of them wrong. Right?
I just want to
Don't listen to Jess's predictions.
when you see the predictions on the AC Gaffers Instagram, Twitter, anywhere,
Continental
OnlyFans, whatever, it's nothing to do with me. I'm just gonna put that out there. And if you want to include that in your thinking for Gaffer of the Week, I'm just saying.
Plays a part. Moving on to Man United.
Can I just ask one thing?
Ollies at will.
So you see when we get into 2021, is the shouts reset? Like if you made bad shouts, are they reset or is it end of the season?
I think in the last episode we should probably just pull up some of our clangers maybe, and then we can move on.
At the end of the year?
Yeah.
Because I tell you what,
I know you got some stuff to-
I need Chris. I need. See today.
You need to distance yourself
Christopher
from.
needs to be.
Bro, you see today, Chris Wild, they was winning.
Yeah.
They was winning, and I was like, look at this pussy after you've X'd me. Now you're
Now
gonna
you
try
wanna,
it.
yes.
No, fuck off.
No,
Fuck off and lose, bro.
And then that guy came and bagged. Yeah,
Bang! I
Big
was
up
so
that guy.
happy.
Manchester United.
No, I'll say our shouts stay was for life. Armchair
Fucking
Gappers
hell.
episode 2033.
Still
We're gonna go back to episode 1.
Okay.
That's a bit. I might need to start reeling it in a bit.
Yeah. So you're gonna make people
Take
start
time
playing
on their
safe.
shouts.
We want people to play with freedom. Ole's men moving to third after a barnstorming win against Leeds with a 6-2 win. The first time the sides have met in the last in 16 years. Scott McTominay brace within 4 minutes got United off to the perfect start. On the way to the studio, Jess and I were walking up the stairs. There are a few
Oh,
other studios,
fucking hell.
and two guys were talking about football.
They haven't seen us. They don't know where.
Yeah, we don't know them from Adam, and
Oh, is this as you're... So you're coming up the
We're
stairs
coming up the
so you
stairs.
can hear them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're
Okay,
getting
okay.
it in. Martial.
And I saw the guy on his phone when we
Yes,
come.
it's
Yeah.
him, and he said Scott McTominay looked like prime Zidane. Was it?
Prime Zidane.
And you know what's
Zidane.
techie? Do you know the best part about it?
He's not lying.
You know, you sick man.
He was moving wicked.
You know the sickest part about it is because he described him as prime, he makes me know that he's actually someone that is a football man.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're saying
Prime Zidane.
That's
Exactly.
cold.
It was hard to argue. 2 great goals.
I haven't seen the game yet, so I'm going to speak impartially. Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, Bielsa, we love you. You're one of us. But we know your style. Yeah. I badger on every week about United's lack of style, their counter-attacking football. Bielsa, you know your style favours their lack of style.
yeah.
Yeah. But you still turn up anyway. I like that.
And this was this.
We like that. We like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. As a United fan, yeah, keep that up. Yeah, they were like 4-0 down in no time, but continued to play the same way.
I love it.
Bro.
Then they scored, and in my head it was 4-1.
And you started
But I
thinking,
still started thinking
Get worried.
Leeds might
Come
try,
back.
turn this around.
Exactly.
if there's a team that will try a thing, it's them.
They do worry me.
Yeah.
It's just.
Do you know what I
scary.
love? I just rate, yeah. Bro, they just don't get like, and do you know
They
this?
don't look rattled when they're losing as well. They'll be losing like 4-0 and they're just still just playing.
They're joking
normally.
it.
They're not angry at each other. It's,
It's-
just
at 0-0, this is what you see on the touchline.
And at 7-0,
Oh, it's 7-0?
show me 7-0. Oh, he's got it.
Alright,
Hey,
as someone with a bad knee, I don't know how he manages
he's
to do that
cold.
at his age.
I know, we
yeah,
know.
It's mad.
Hey,
Yeah,
do-
big up Bielsa, man.
What did I say as well, SB,
Ligaments.
in the Thing group? I said to man, yeah, bro, Leeds, they don't like, this is what made me realise, because this is the problem. You get zanged into thinking Leeds are good. Because they play good football. No, they're not good. Bielsa is sick, and these man are these, and they meet in the middle.
And it makes.
The Leeds are decent, but Calvin Phillips is apparently the best centre mid in England.
Maybe.
He got dragged. He got hooked. That's cool.
Come on, he's a human.
You can get hooked.
But
have
though,
bad
taking
games.
what I'm saying though, yeah, like out of Leeds team, yeah, there's like 3 man
The one up front, the one in the middle.
and the goalie.
The goalkeeper.
I'll give them 2. Yeah.
I'm being nice
Yeah,
when I'm
being
saying
nice.
3.
You're being generous.
When
there,
I'm
yeah.
talking about these 3 man, to be honest, Bamford ain't on my list.
No.
What about the right
Oh,
back? Ailing. Is he right back?
He's he's
I'm jiggy.
He's very wasteful. Leeds are very wasteful. They create so many chances.
This is my point.
but they're not cutthroat in
They ain't
front of
got
goal.
quality.
I've seen
No.
it so many times, and I don't know, it could come back to bite them in the arse. I'm starting to think like, all right, it's expansive football, it's exciting, it's so good to watch, but like we're gonna need to start putting numbers on the board soon if you're a Leeds fan. For me,
Do you know the reason why I think but I think they're blessed? Because when it's squeaky bum time and man start doing different things because they're nervous, they're not going to do that.
And they know their thing.
They're going to be doing the
in and
exact
out.
same thing
Yeah.
that they was doing in pre-season. The same thing.
Same thing.
Like when I look, but this is what I'm saying though. When you like, I said in the group here, Leeds, their problem is they can't finish. I've been noticing that you create bare good
Stupid amount of
chances,
No quality.
but then it made me realize I'm like, that's the problem. The problem is the quality.
Yeah.
Like you lot don't have the quality to finish the. And then
To
I
play
started
the
thinking to myself, wait, are you quality? Like, do you have any quality? And then I'm clocking, there's no quality here.
No.
Like there's no like he's just and you know what is as well. One thing that I think goes unnoticed is that the confidence he gives his players because they play out of some situations and sometimes like you'll see like the centre back's got it by the corner flag, and he punches it in to the full back who's got nothing, so bounces it back. But he's got nothing as
getting
well.
tight now, yeah.
It's just getting tight. And you know what they do? They play to where you got to punch it into someone and they have to play it round the corner for somebody coming onto it. because this is mental.
It's a trap.
It goes.
They
starts
they
going-
try to beat the trap,
Yeah, exactly.
and they do it.
But it's a bit mad that they can lose 7. What did they say?
6-2.
6-2, and we're not even
And
mad.
still
at
get
them.
praised.
We're not even mad.
It's
at them.
ridiculous.
Bro,
We're getting soft, man. We're getting soft.
Bro, I'll be honest. I looked at the score 6-2, and I messaged in the group. I was like, I just love watching Leeds play. You know?
Yeah. Another thing I will
For
say-
a neutral, it's calm. If you're a Leeds fan, I don't know what it's
Another
doing for
thing I
your
will
heart.
say, I haven't seen the game like I said, but I've seen the scorers. Okay, I know Scott McTominay got
You
2.
made a great point, Jess.
Brace.
Somebody is gonna. By the way, there's someone that's trying to cut through, and I'm gonna talk about him in a sec.
Let's
Sorry.
go.
Scott McTominay got 2. I know the very fast boy got 1.
Daniel James.
Daniel James, very, very fast.
Good goal.
Someone who else scored? Because I know
Lindelof.
Fernandes got 2.
Lindelof scored.
Lindelof. So forget Fernandes. McTominay.
He scored his first penalty in like a million years today.
Yeah, like
But
give
if,
him his
if
juice.
McTominay's scoring 2, Dan James is scoring 1. and
McTominay's
Lindelof
goals were mental, by the way.
supposedly, but I'm saying
Jess is going by brand name.
I'm going by brand name. Yeah, if you're getting those 3 players, Dan James, Lindelof, and McTominay scoring against you,
You're saying it's time for maybe take a step back and realize the quality of the actual opponent.
exactly.
Controversial.
United fans, well done. You're winning. You're second in the league. We don't know how. You don't know how. Ollie don't know how.
Yeah, I've
No
got a
one
little bit on United. Yeah, United coming off the back of a midweek win against Chris Wilder's Sheffield United. I remember Ole's job was on the line not too long ago. The season has been described as a roller coaster as opposed to a runaway train. Most teams go from the sublime to the ridiculous across the season, but United managed to do it in a game. They're now unbeaten in 7. Are United in the title race? If yes, how has this been allowed to happen?
The answer is no. Let's go back to episode 7. I said this is what Ollie does.
Previously on Armchair Gaffers.
I'm not going to put the cut in. Sorry.
No, because this happens all the time. Just we get stuff right,
Credibility.
and it happens, and then weeks later, some batty boy on Sky Sports is changing his opinion, and they ain't even telling you that he was saying the opposite thing last week.
The reason why I'm not going to do it is because it wasn't episode 7. I don't know when it was.
I was gonna say,
I'm
how
not
did,
gonna
I was
watch.
gonna say, how did you know the number
doesn't
by
wanna do
like
that.
They
that?
couldn't let me 7 because that was a Skype one. So not Skype, the other one that was used now. Yeah. So this is what Ollie does. Yeah. When his back's against the wall, he's the best
draws
manager
for
in
it.
the world. What's that meme? FIFA.
But
Ollie.
that's 7 games now, and they've got a game in hand, and United win that and
Don't
go
worry.
second.
Ollie will do Ollie.
We'll be second or third.
SB, you think we're in a title race?
Nah, I don't think we're in a title race. I think we're a centre back away. Centre
Okay.
back and maybe a winger or a DM maybe away from a title race. But I think we'll be thereabouts. If we had a bit of consistency, which we're getting now, I think we'll be thereabouts.
Fair. Scorch, United in title race.
No, but this is what I wanted to say.
Who's cutting through? Oh, United aren't in the title race. Cool.
I don't think they're in the title race. Because if I put United in, it's mad. Somebody else is going to go second next week.
Yeah, it's just
that
all
kind
a
of
bit
thing.
so congested. Yeah,
Like, the only people that are in their ends is Liverpool. Everyone else is off ends.
And Arsenal.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. This is what I wanted to talk about. Actually, let me just quickly mention this. Martial, you don't want to be elite. You don't want to be world
He doesn't
class.
want to be elite.
You don't want to be elite.
he's not bothered.
But wait, while you're there, I know why.
life's easier if you're not
So
on the elite. No pressure.
Martial was the precursor to Mbappe. He was meant to be the golden boy.
He was
Yeah.
Mbappe.
The link between Henri, right? Cool, yeah.
Exactly. He's come through, and then out of nowhere, this young kid has stolen the thunder, and he hasn't recovered. He's knocked his confidence.
We got the wrong one.
Yeah,
Should have waited.
You think it's just that?
he
just-
can't believe it. He's like, that's meant to be me.
Like charisma?
I think it's his personality.
Sorry.
He's got.
Shit, sorry.
He's never bothered.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, but it's true though.
Outside of the
You know,
foot corners.
Charisma was meant to be like
The guy.
He was meant to be Ronaldo,
And then he just watched
and he
everyone else
just
be the guy.
he just didn't care.
But he don't really matter. He's like a rapper, like a
'Cause
Portuguese rapper.
outside of the boot specialist.
Scorch, who do you think is making waves?
No, this is what I needed to speak about. What did you not think of Pogba's performance midweek?
Yes, I was a fan of it. It was understated. It should be noted that it was against Sheffield United, who are dreadful and relegation fodder. But he did what he had to do, and I think the glimpse of elite quality that he showed us was the great assist for Martial's first Prem goal of the season.
Was it an assist or was he just putting it into errors?
Ooh,
Because I heard
interesting.
commentators telling me that he was putting it into
we
errors.
spoke about this yesterday. Scorch, say your bit.
Like, I don't know. Like, say what you... Like, go on,
Yeah, because SB, you haven't revealed your card just yet.
I don't know how they're trying to tell me that Paul Pogba is putting that ball into errors for Martial.
Like when I heard that, like I was like, I watched him pass the ball, yeah, and they was like, what the fuck? Like, you got the whole angle of everything on Paul Pogba. The media say generally since he's been in England is, oh wow, this guy is so talented, but he doesn't do enough. Whatever it is, he doesn't run. Whatever it is, they say, yeah. And then when he does something mental, they question if he meant it.
So what do you want from him? When is it
What
going
the
to be?
fuck is happening? Like, see, to me, yeah, I don't know how anyone else feels about that, but me, I start getting into a space where I'm feeling like, is this racism? Because when things aren't making sense, I have to look outside of what's just there. Because there's no fucking way on God's earth that you've watched Paul Pogba play and you don't know he's got that in his locker.
Yeah.
Are you fucking dumb?
It's
Like, forget whether or not you think Paul Pogba is working hard
player,
enough.
if he's
Forget what his
done,
attitude's
what he
like.
needs to
Forget
do.
what his haircut is like. Forget all of that. Forget what he does when he plays for France.
Can he dance
Forget when he
and-
dances and
yeah.
plays for Juve. Forget all of that. What are we doing now? Are we now pretending that we don't know whether Paul Pogba has quality now?
So it's so mad that you say that because it came up in a couple WhatsApp groups that I'm in, and you were watching, I believe, on Sky. I think the game was broadcast on.
Oh, yeah, and you
But
was...
I was watching
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
my girlfriend's Malaysian family's TV satellite thing.
Link.
So I was watching it on there, and they had like Rene Mullenstein on there, and just different commentary.
Bit of
And
a charlatan.
the halo effect. So he was close to Fergie, so it rubbed off on him.
Bit of a charlatan.
Oh, wait, speak to Cristiano Ronaldo about Rene Mullenstein.
Does he rate him?
Loves him.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. What do they say it for them?
No, sometimes like you can't like. There's a ceiling in it. Some it's not for everyone. Your
Okay.
assistant Brian Kidd,
No, I
and
get it,
Sammy
I get it.
Lee,
I
them
get
man. But yeah, I was watching on the Malaysian satellite legal stream, and they were going crazy for the pass. Saying it's something that they worked on in training. You could see the triggers. It's a pass that you just don't make by chance. It's a great bit of ingenuity from Paul Pogba and creativity, and they were bigging it up. And then my friends were watching it on Sky, and they were going mad. They were like, "Why are they saying that Pogba didn't mean that?" It's just crazy to see the contrast, and it's just fortunate that I was watching on a different broadcaster and everyone else was watching on the other, and just to see how they position this great assist and come to different conclusions when we've all seen the same thing.
Like, do you know what's mad? Yeah, like, I watched Harry Winks the other day cross the ball into the top bins, and there was no like
Discussion.
No. People.
But the
And then
mad is
he
they
came
play
out and
football.
said it.
he came out. Yeah,
He's the one that came out and said,
did he mean it?
It was me. No, I didn't mean it.
These
What
are
the fuck
He
is
knows
happening
he
here?
knows his level.
I don't know
As-
anyway. I'm sorry.
As well, the other day against Sheffield United, United won 3-2, yeah?
Yeah.
Rashford's second goal, I think it was the third goal of the game.
The touch.
smash.
That's
The Clark- when he
sorry,
clocked
there's the team goal.
The team goal.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last goal,
Where it
right?
went under Ramsdale.
Keep fucking.
Now, yeah, similar to what you were saying, they're saying Pogba played in the spaces. Did he mean that? Whatever, yeah. Lovely build-up play from Pogba in the middle. Played it through Martial. Terrible touch. Fell into Rashford's path. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rashford. I say,
You think he has a terrible touch?
Yeah,
I know
he
it
didn't mean
was.
to pass that. He wanted to get on the end of that. I think.
yeah, you can tell by his reaction because he still went for it.
I slightly
And he
thought
kind
that.
of didn't realise Rashford was there.
Forget Martial because we don't care about him.
Yeah.
Rashford's gone to Rashford first time under the keeper. Terrible attempt. It's gone in. Commentators haven't said anything about that.
Because the MBE rash. DBE rash.
M Block Europe, right?
Young boy, young boy
M-
MBE. Yeah.
But
Nest.
if that was Pogba, they'd be, oh, he's lucky with that one there. Could have
Yeah, of course.
keeper should have done better.
They will say it's a poor finish.
You gotta
Yeah.
be a favourite, and yeah, people have favourites and agendas, and we see it. We
Like,
see it all the
do you
time.
know all I know? All I know this week, yeah. Fuck what all of the fucking shit is, yeah. Whatever they're saying. All I know is Pogba scored that mental finesse
Yes.
and got that mental assist. That's what he's done with his 2 games.
Yeah.
What do man want?
I don't know. We'll that story will just run, and once it all ends and everyone goes their separate ways.
I'm not gonna
I
lie,
wanna
that
see the
shit gets
stories.
me heated, you know.
I was jarred by it because from what I saw, it was a great assist. But yeah, we can't sit on it forever. United are third and Leeds sit 14th. Chelsea, they at the time of recording, they're yet to play. However, we felt that we have to speak on them as they are a team which continue to divide opinion. Their last outing was a midweek defeat to Wolves, conceding a Pedro Neto strike in the 95th minute. Heartbreaking.
Pedro Neto.
It marked the second successive defeat for Lampard's men. Lampard said there could be some fatigue for his side, who have already played 5 games in December. Chelsea failed to create any serious chances, registering 0 shots on target in the first half.
He loves an excuse, Lampard does, doesn't he?
He's got them lined up.
And he gets away with them all the time with the media.
You got to be careful with these stats about no attempts on target because Giroud came close to a header. I think Zuma hit the woodwork.
Yeah,
so you got to be very
there's
careful.
no shots on target.
I'm just saying, I wanted to.
No, but I know what you're saying though. The spin, it's like
But-
like there's more going on than it appears. Though.
Exactly, but one thing, Ziyech didn't start that game, did he?
Injured.
What's going on?
He's
There's a
back. He's
new-
back from injury.
There's
Oh,
a
was
bit
he
of a
injured?
new
He's been
trend.
Injured, yeah.
Okay.
It seems like there's a bit of a new trend of cold people not really just being about,
Pushing on. Yeah.
just not being about.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz as well. I'm pre new.
I've got that here. He continues to struggle.
I'm pre new.
Would you be worried just yet, or do we get
Don't worry,
what is it?
Kai
Do we get a
Havertz-
full season
I'd
Kai-
be worried.
adaptation and whatnot?
No. Kai Havertz, he will start shining when Christian Pulisic starts shining because was Havertz in the same team as Leon Bailey?
Yes.
Yeah.
He needs that kind of role to play off of. So
don't
as,
see-
as long as he has, I know football.
I
trust
can
me,
kind of see where you're going with
Do
that
you
a bit.
understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Vern isn't doing it. When they play Ziyech on that side, he's not the same player as Leon Bailey, like the same direct kind of player. He needs a direct
He
winger.
has
to really,
Werner though.
Yeah,
It's
it's direct
different.
as they
It's
come.
different to Leon Bailey. Werner's not.
So can't he adapt? Are we saying that it's okay
So
to not adapt?
you're 80 million and you just have no quality on the ball or on the pitch.
Exactly. It's 2020 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You know what it is? Just I was looking at it the wrong way.
That's it.
I was looking at it like,
That's it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Havertz for me, like, oh, I just realised.
No, that's me. One sec. Pep told me to close the.
Oh,
This.
I just like Havertz for me, yeah. Like it's just a bit like
Laboured is how I'd call it.
You know what? Yeah. See, Havertz for me, I felt like that transfer happened way too soon. Like there wasn't enough that had gone on.
He had a crazy project restart, and
it's the project
yeah.
restart when he did go
It
because he
was
wasn't going
bonkers.
off.
He was
Yeah.
third top scorer after Lewandowski and Haaland
And
post Jan, I think.
I think what
And he's
happened
tall.
there, he's very tall. I think what Chelsea done there, they were worried that they could get pipped to him because you know when you
Yeah,
Havertz-
people were like sniffing
yeah.
around.
So I think they thought let's take a chance.
Wrap it up early.
Yeah,
Like a
because
pepper.
he can definitely play, but he just hasn't worked out yet. and Lamps is not the manager for Havertz.
I think the problem is that I don't necessarily know Lampard is who. Like Lampard's a fairly new manager in a sense of
Yeah.
I don't know how he's equipped to deal with this kind of issue. Whereas the top boys, them, as much as even if you don't rate their methods, they kind of know. Like, or should I say, we know that they know. And if Lampard does know, we just don't know yet. But it doesn't look like he knows how to deal with this.
You'd think because Lampard was like arrived late in the box midfielder, goal scoring midfielder that they could link up with each other, but
It's,
just a bit.
that is a damning summary on it all. A little sniff. Since Lampard took charge of Chelsea, they've only had 2 1-0 wins in the Premier League. They were both last season, and people are saying it could be argued that they struggle to win ugly.
No game management.
You know what we need to do? We need to somehow merge, Frank and Jose. Or Jose
As a manager.
and like if you merge them two, because Jose knows how to do that. But Frank actually, one thing I will say, Frank does kind of get man playing. They play
He's
good,
good,
but
exciting,
sometimes it looks
expensive.
more than it is. Imagine you could like merge Jose Mourinho and Bielsa
And Oli. for the big games.
Ole's getting brought in, you know. He's getting mentioned.
When your back's against the wall.
Chelsea have a massive game against an informed West Ham. How do we see this panning out tomorrow night?
It's going to be
tonight?
terrible because Mount and
Bro,
Rice.
wait, Jess, why have we gone so down so quick with that?
Just hear me out and you understand.
Alright.
It's going to be terrible because Mount and Rice are going to link up and just be pally. No crunching tackles. There's going to be no bite.
I bet I bet one of them lifts each other
I hope
early tomorrow.
I hope.
Do you know who I think decides that? I think Mount decides that.
Yeah.
Because Rice can play his normal game without lifting Mount. But it's up to you,
If you want to do that.
Set the tone.
Mason, if you... you
The
want to
press,
play like that?
the press.
If you try to press,
Yeah. Leave
I'm gonna,
a little bit of a late
I'm
one
gonna,
on
I'm gonna check my boy Suchek,
and say, we're going to
and we're gonna do roads.
Yeah.
We're doing that party today.
I think that could be a potential banana skin, not a team you want to be playing.
West
coming
Ham
off.
think they are.
It's mad. They're getting people
They just
worried.
play
man.
to fuck up your shit as well. So this is just prime West
I've
Ham
been-
game.
Do you know what it is? I've been saying for years. West Ham, their only purpose out here is to fuck up good teams' ambitions.
They
Yeah.
enjoy it. They live for it.
Brother, anytime Spurs got a little thing going, West Ham come through with some nasty butters fuckery football.
I remember the Ravel Morrison
What? Yeah, them man don't need, like,
clinic he put on at White Hart Lane.
what was that?
That was bonk. And then like,
One of like
yeah.
5 apps.
and then
All
just
the time.
disappeared.
Lanzini there.
Yeah, they got that.
Lanzini clotted one in the bins.
Hasn't played
Antonio
since.
scored and started having sex with the thin air.
Yeah,
Like, brother, listen.
they're wind up merchant. They've done it to United a few times as well.
They know how to do it. And
happens
you know the
sometimes.
problem? You see, before their thing was they do it at the end of the season once they're absolutely meaty. But now, they're on a new thing.
It's too soon.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
they're
they
not-
played Chelsea last year and they was in poor form and then they had the goalie that didn't play football for like how he didn't
his
have
name,
no
is it
Prem
Martin?
games.
Something
Something
Ryan Martin, and his dad Alvin
dad,
Martin is his
yeah.
dad. He went into the stand, cried.
Yeah.
Oh, that game.
And
Yeah,
they won.
Yeah,
They beat
they're
Chelsea.
covered. They're covered.
That's how
My
rich.
boys, watch that one tomorrow. That's going to be very, very interesting. And then, we can talk about that on our episode post Boxing Day. West Brom, we're looking further down the table. This week, West Brom appointed former England manager Big Sam Allardyce to replace Slaven Bilic. I thought it was strange timing. It was the day after a draw away to Man City at Etihad, which is their, I guess, biggest result of the season. Big Sam hasn't managed since 2018 when he left Everton. Joins West Brom with his long-time assistant Sammy Lee.
Oh my god. He's
I didn't know Sammy Lee was
bad
still
B.
around.
He's still with him.
Sammy Lee is a long-suffering wife. That's what he is.
He's that good friend
That
who you
good
could be going
side
through
thing.
anything, and you could turn up at Sammy Lee's house 3 a.m. You broken up with your missus, and he'll be like, "Come in,
Come in.
yeah. I'll put the kettle on."
Put the kettle
Or, yeah.
He's the man that they don't even say come in. They just walk off into their yard.
Yeah.
They just
Leave the door
You just
open.
open the door, just close the door behind you. Yeah, Sammy Lee is a good guy. Yeah, the Baggies are in 19th on 7 points. Is there a better man for the job, and can he save them from drop?
So your relegation managers are Sam Allardyce. Is Benitez one now?
No.
What are you saying? Best.
Your relegation managers. Like when you're bottom.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
So you got
Pearson.
Sam Allardyce,
Pulis.
Pulis,
Pulis is in the
Roy Hodgson,
Yeah, he's
Nigel.
doing a new thing at the minute, but yeah.
and who else?
Nigel Pearson.
Yes, Nigel
Pearson.
Pearson,
No,
2015.
no, you can't say that. He's only one. He's not that guy.
Okay,
Then
from-
again, he did take the thing
He
job
done the
actually. He
maddest-
took the Watford job and got sacked.
Yeah.
I like Pearson.
So out of those ones, who do you get? It's only Sam.
Big Sam, man.
Sam is not Watford. West Brom are 19th. They've just lost 3-0 to Villa at home.
Just kept
They
Bilic.
are not getting
Big
relegated.
Sam might actually be the guy, innit?
Yeah, they're
I
not getting
don't know
relegated.
though. With this team, this might be his hardest.
This could be the toughest one
This
yet.
could
SB.
be his toughest
they
one,
say
man.
that. I feel like that every
Think
single
about
time
it,
Big Sam
though.
goes into a job, I think this is the one that you're ex.
The only problem he's got now, I looked at the West Brom squad last night, and they haven't got a big 6'6" striker.
Well, they got Charlie Austin.
No,
Charlie
they got
Austin.
what's it called? Howell Robson Carnu.
Is he still there?
They were Carlin
saying
Grant,
it.
No.
Same thing.
He might be still there though. That's what I'm saying.
Carnu, Jason Roberts.
They get relegated.
This is like what did you say, Jason Roberts?
I'm not sure if he's still there.
They've got techie players as well. Like, what's he gonna do with like bloody
Dean
Garner.
Yeah, and he's
Pereira.
about Pereira.
No, but he
and-
might. But he's like
He
we
had a
don't know.
He had a Kocher at Bolton and
Yeah,
that.
we don't know that he doesn't know what like he might do the thing. But this is the only thing that I've realized though in talking about this. This is like the first time since the opening weekend that we've spoken about West
First
Brom.
time.
There was
and it's
actually
not for their best win, their best result of the season against Man
Nah,
City. It's
nah.
because
I feel like there was one other time we spoke about West Brom because we remembered.
I think it's like our second or third episode.
Sorry to the Baggies fans at home. As ever, Big Sam sorted out the financial side of things. He has a 7-figure bonus in his contract if he keeps him up.
Oh
Lovely.
shit!
That's why he likes his jobs as well, because he
Yeah,
just gets
he's
bonuses
a
when he
hustler.
thinks. Yeah,
I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this when I watched the game, yeah, and I thought, right, I'm not gonna say anything to the man. Them, I'm just gonna spring it on them.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of West Brom's goalkeeper?
Sam Johnson.
Sam Johnson.
Brother,
That's a sign, isn't it?
Bro.
If you don't know the keeper.
they
then-
was like, you see, the game was going on, and they said his name, and I was like, raw.
Who is
I
that?
don't know.
His story.
I think I know that's his name, but I don't know that I knew. I don't know that I knew that was his name, which is kind of making me think.
Yeah, he's decent, but it shows what's going on there.
Like I ain't got a clue if he's good.
You're
Like, I don't know.
Unbothered, unfazed.
I need to pattern up.
I think there's also a break in his clause in his contract. So at the end of the season, if they do go down, Big Sam can step away from it
pass it
all.
out.
So watch this space.
Seven-figure sum.
Make a quick bag.
He's getting his envelope regardless. And I guess another result today, which we didn't have down on the agenda. Spurs Leicester 2-0 win. Are the wheels falling off for Spurs at the minute? What's going on?
How long is Mourinho gonna get away with the way he, not the negative, because some people will say it's negative, but I just say it's just the way he plays football. But how does he think he's gonna get away with just relying on Harry Kane and Son and sitting back
For 38 games.
for every game? Not, it could be against Man United, it could be against the team that's bottom. He's gonna do
The same thing.
thing.
When the results start falling away, that's when people get bored.
The thing is, they've kind of been figured out. You know what they're gonna do. You know what they're gonna do. You know Kane and Son got quality.
It's too soon to say figured out. Personally.
Yeah.
I'm not saying teams will get results against them, but they'll know how to approach the game at least.
I think,
That's right.
I'll be honest with you, I think Spurs have been figured out.
Well, you got to think the two losses were against, was it Liverpool
Yeah.
Top team.
and Leicester, who can disappoint anyone on their day. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Palace?
No, I think, I'll be honest with you,
Draw against Palace.
until Tottenham find
no winning
a
free.
second, until Tottenham find a way to take the game to people,
Yeah.
like we've got one way of playing, and it's it depends very much on the other team play a massive, like it's not
Role.
it's not proactive,
Yeah, it's reactive.
it's reactive,
And it's definitely dependent on who you're up against. Like,
Also, are we allowed?
and not even if they're sorry to cut you, just it's not even about if they're good or not. It's not a case of are this team good enough to stop us, because they just might say, nah, fuck that, we're not playing that game with you. You have the ball,
Okay,
Then what?
then Mourinho's nullified.
you have it.
Mourinho doesn't want the ball.
You got to look who's got the ball. Eric Dyer
that's
and them man there.
That statement, it makes me shiver. You know the
I
statement.
know the one. Yeah. Guys, I don't know if I can say this. Obviously, don't want to anger our sponsors and our lucrative deals and that. But are we allowed to talk about Gareth Bale being a flop? Because I brought this up, and apparently
That's what I was going to close on. But we're there.
He came on, didn't he?
because
Half time.
he's not a flop because he was free.
No.
No, there's expectation.
I
there,
didn't
man.
have any expectations
People
for it,
didn't
but-
go to the Spurs training ground in the blazing sun and chase the car, and they didn't go to the airport and track the flight and follow his car on the M25 for him to do what he's done.
But he had a good.
What's he done?
He had a good shot.
Yeah,
a few
he
weeks ago in
smiled when he
Europa
was
League.
warming up.
The one that bounced off the goalie, or the one that hit the bar?
He didn't score this shot. It was
just a shot.
He's just a shot. Yeah.
Highlight reel.
Look, I knew. Look, I've been saying this.
Highlight rule.
There's not one time, not once, that any of you man can recall me saying something, anything positive to do with Gareth Bale. Because I clocked
You knew what's going on.
this guy has come here, yeah, and Reguilon's in the back seat for some reason. Yeah. Reguilon's in the back seat. These times he actually
The one
kicks
that's
ball.
playing.
He's like got a trophy medals and them thing there from the other day.
Yeah.
You've come here, okay, this is cool, this is fine. But you come here in your jeans doing kick-ups and then you're wearing the number 9.
It's going to waste.
Yeah. On that note, there is his time at Madrid over? Because what's his face has got number 11? Is it Asensio?
Oh, shit.
They
Wait, hold on. Was
they've
it
sorted the
Vasquez?
number.
Who is?
There's no way Lucas Vasquez.
They've traded the number.
Lucas Vasquez, the 29-year-old up and coming, the 29-year-old up.
Hot prospect.
You know him and Nacho are the oldest, coldest
How are they still?
prospects.
Yeah.
Bell's not leaving until that contract
Rumored,
finishes.
like the
man.
number 11's gone. He ain't got it.
Who's got it?
Bad.
That is.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
That's mad. Yeah.
Telling you.
They
But
ain't
yeah,
got
the
no one
Gareth-
that deserves it anyway.
The Gareth Bale thing, it's weird. Been left out of a few squads. I thought he was left out of. I think it was the Crystal Palace game prior to the Liverpool game. I was thinking, Mourinho's going to unleash him on Liverpool. Didn't happen.
I don't really think there's anything to unleash.
There is, there.
Like, I feel like unleash is the wrong. I feel like
just play him.
I feel like he was trying to get up to speed and he get fit. He hasn't played for 2 years
hasn't
and he
got-
joined with an injury. And I'm thinking, okay, this is what happens where people just take their time and then you
Build up.
just let him go and then he does a mad thing. But it just hasn't happened. He had a whole half today and there's nothing to show for it.
bro, I thought about it, yeah. And like I thought, okay, yeah. Get him going, dropping shit.
Asensio.
Get him up, yeah, makes sense. Left foot. Get him up to speed. Yeah, I thought that and I was like, brother, I saw you the other day and we look in the same place. And and if you don't know, this is my rule. It's not for everyone. This is how I judge players. Like when a new signing comes in at the start of the season, my thing is by Boxing Day. That's when I make my opinion, judgment or whatever. Like I don't expect you to be at your peak, you're hitting the pinnacle of what you can do, but I expect to see even just signs. You know, like the way Martial plays. You know, like he gives you signs that he's cold.
Glimpses, like
Sometimes he scores and does cold shit, but just let's imagine the times when he doesn't score.
Yeah.
I expect that to be, I need to see what you can do. And where in that ends, and Gareth Bale isn't even approaching that.
has he got a Prem goal?
No.
He may have a penalty.
Remember he came off the bench and in his debut and he had a big chance and missed it.
yes.
And that's
He
probably
scored a header, didn't he?
that's where it speaks.
I don't know.
Too many injuries, man. He's
But yeah,
finished,
he
man.
doesn't deserve the airtime that we're giving or he's let us down. And I guess that wraps up our weekend reaction. Please like, share, and subscribe and let us know your thoughts on our opinions on the weekend so far.
And this week's show is brought to you by...
Well, my
Drip
thing's
Punch.
done. Sorry.
Oh, shit.
SB,
I would have shown you my thing, but it's gone this drunk.
Big up Drip Punch, man. And yeah, we'll catch you on the Continental Corner tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Peace.